Just everything, just the whole landscape of competing against a championship team. One what it takes, how well you have to execute, how detailed you have to be locked in for 48 minutes defensively. You know, um, this was a lot of our guys' first rodeo of just understanding what it's like to compete in a playoff series. There's so much you can learn from that experience, especially going against the defending champs, on how you execute, how you come out there prepared to play, prepared to try to not just beat a team, but, lock in and take away what you need to take away from the opposing team. So it's a lot you can learn from it. It sucks. It always sucks to lose a series, but it's definitely a great learning tool for a lot of us, and especially us as a team.
You knew this was coming yesterday when we asked you about the way they were going to guard you.
Mm-hmm.
And you give the ball up a lot. How do you feel like your strategy worked, and
I
how
mean,
was it seeing all that attention?
you gotta give credit to them. I expected it, but for the most part, I didn't want to get carried away and just try to go out there shoot 30 times. I trusted my guys. I didn't care how many shots they missed. Whenever I felt I had the right pass to make, I try to make the right play. And I'm gonna live and die with those guys missing shots any given night. So, give them credit, give the Bucks credit. Defensively they locked in, took away what they needed to take away, and congrats to them.
DeMar, last summer you spent some time thinking about your future and deciding whether coming to Chicago would be a good idea or not. And as you look back now, what do you think about how this turned out?
Perfect. Couldn't have went a better way. It's been a great year to say the least. Honestly, just being around the front office, teammates, the city, everything has been something more than I could have imagined. It's kind of one of those dream come true type of situation of things that you didn't expect to happen, and it kind of oversucceed your imagination. So it's great. I'm already looking forward to next year, just getting back out there doing it again.
Tomorrow you spent a little time at the end of the game talking to Alonzo on the bench. I'm just curious, what the impact you feel like not having him, and looking forward to getting him healthy next year.
Man, just what he brings, a guy like Zoe, he changed the game so much in so many ways, offensively, defensively, the excitement, the pace, the tempo. He's one of those dynamic players that could be out there on the floor and just change the whole trajectory of a game, and just talking to him about, just how the flow of the game will go throughout a series, and it sucks. I hate that he had to miss his first opportunity to be in the playoffs. So just talking to him and, just hearing his hunger just to want to be out there. So, just helping him understand what it's like playing in a series.
Injuries are part of all professional sports, but did you ever have any what-if moments with him? I mean, he does impact your team. So
For sure. You're always going to have a what-if moment without a doubt. When it comes to that, just what if so much, but I try not to dwell on it so much because it kind of frustrates you even more, just thinking about the what ifs and everything. But, I'm proud of, every single person on our team, the young guys. The year that we had, we had a lot of ups and downs. It was a hell of a ride. It's going to be something I'm pretty sure I look back on it in a couple of weeks and, start to miss it even more. So, it don't always play out how you want, but you can learn so much from it.
Are you a guy that would go out this offseason and maybe talk to some guys that you know that maybe want to come to Chicago?
I'm all with wanting to compete and win, not just win in the regular season, compete for a championship. That's my only goal right now. And whatever it is I could do or I could try to help to do that, that's definitely the goal.
Would you try to are you a guy that will talk to the front office when you do exit interviews about what you think this team kind of needs to have?
I never really got involved in that. you know, but if it's something asked of me, for sure. You know, I've never been one to go to the table and say, hey, this, that, and the third. You know, if something was asked of me, I give my opinion, and from there, you know, you go from there with it. But for the most part, if it's guys reach out or if it's an opportunity for me to have conversation with guys who would like to join, why not? You know, without a doubt. But me feeling like I'm the front office, I'm never done that in my career.
Billy already said that things will be hard to duplicate what you guys did this year in the regular season. Like, is your expectation that next year's kind of like maybe like not the year, but like a huge jump is coming? If you guys can do what you can do.
For sure, that's how I'm approaching it. That's how I'm looking at it, and you know, from the experience that we all gained this year, no question. You know, I want that challenge. I'm gonna take on that challenge, and you know, kind of having the landscape of the understanding what it's like to play here, and what we fighting for. The goal is to be much better in all aspects than we was this year, without a doubt.
Hey, DeMar, what did you learn about Zach that you didn't know before as a player, and how did your relationship with him blossom?
Just the ultimate competitor, just the ultimate competitor. You know, it's that's the best way I could sum it up. You know, no matter what it is, you know, I remember we played tic-tac-toe on the plane, and I kept beating him, and he wouldn't stop or leave me alone till he beat me. You know, and that's just him on the court as well, everything that he wants. So just him being an ultimate competitor outside of just being a hell of an individual outside of basketball. But on the court, just one of the most fierce competitors that I didn't play with. I developed great. It was quick. You know, it was something that developed in the summer before we even, you know, got to training camp. You know, we spent a lot of time together working out. We flew from L.A. to Chicago a few times, just me and him having conversations on the plane. Flew home from Chicago to L.A., had conversations. So we had a lot of dialogue before we even stepped out there on the court, and that kind of set the foundation from there. And, you know, everything else just carried over once we got on the court. Yeah, max player, max talent, max everything. You know, he's one of those players in this league that you don't see too often. You know, I tell him all the time, you know, how envious I am of the things he's able to do. So he deserves everything that's coming to him for sure.
Tic-tac-toe, I don't think I've heard that.
Yeah, it was tic-tac-toe. I got a little strategy. My daughter taught me that nobody could beat me. So, yeah.
She beat you?
Yeah, she beat me all the time.